All right, Casey Just Clear here. We're back with Justin Verdin, the promoter for the Caged Warrior Championships 14 show. It's going to be at the Evergreen Center in Houma on Saturday at 7 p.m. Justin, you got a lot of jam-packed fights. Talk to some of the fighters throughout the day here. What are some of the things you're most excited to see on Saturday?
And I'm looking at the girl fights, man. We got 3-4 girl fights on the card. That's my favorite part of it. I've been having the ladies on the card for the last few years, and the crowd loves it, I love it, so that's what I'm really excited for,
One thing, Justin, that every fighter has told me today is that they look so much to fighting in Houma because they said the crowd is always wild. It's a lot of familiar faces, a lot of people that they know. What is it about the Houma area that brings out great fans to these shows?
And they got these fans come from everywhere. They come from Galliano, Thibodeau, New Orleans, and then we get the crowd from all over. So, as a fighter, man, Cutoff, Galliano area was the best crowd ever, and those guys all come to this fight, So that's why I'm telling you, that's probably why these fans love the fighter in the body. That's what it is, So it's great.
Very good. I've been knowing you for a long time, man. I know you've been doing this for quite a while. I guess give us a little bit of your background. I know you fought, and then now you're into the promotion side. Give us a little bit of your background.
Yeah, I'm not fighting anymore, but being as a promoter, man, I got a little bit more time, less stressed over it. I work so hard on these events, man. So I've been working on this CWC 14 for about 3 months. Steady making phone calls to a lot of people, getting these fighters together. It's so hard to keep a fight card together. With fighters coming from everywhere. Come Texas, Florida, Mississippi, Alabama, and so all the time, like, in and out the gym, because I'm a coach also, so I'm trying to talk to other coaches, making sure these fighters are ready, making sure they have all their paperwork, getting that together, then outside trying to sell tickets and things like that. That's coming a little better for me, having more help, Tiger Ben Reynolds now is part of this, and he's helping out with a lot of the stuff that's going to take off for me now, so I could kind of concentrate on just the fight card, that's the hardest part of this whole entire thing is the fight card, so everything's coming up and up for us.
Very good. Had Ranson here just a minute ago. He was telling me about his title fight, and he said one of the things that stood out to me was that he enjoys being in the gym with you, but you really push him hard to do his best. What are some of the things he has to do well on Saturday to win that fight?
He got a weird style, man. He's a stand-up fighter, of course. He's a boxer. And then I just asked him one day. I said, "You want to get in the cage?" He said, "Yeah, I want to fight." So he ended up fighting, and I think he's a better cage fighter. He sticks and moves. He stands up, just stay off the ground. That's basically what he's as a boxer. You want to stay standing. And we have good coaches at the gym. He has, our coaches. I got Justin Martinez been coaching him out for his stand-up, and whenever he does get in there with Julio Bonte, Morgan Kramer, and training with J. Paul Molinaire and Brennan Saban, Laney Dardar, all top fighters in Louisiana. You get training partners like that, you're going to learn a lot.
One of the things that is most impressive to me, and I want to compliment you on this, is Macy talked about she loves how in y'all gym everybody has heart and that desire to push one another and keep fighting. Even whenever, in the middle of a fight you might be losing, but did you keep pushing? And then you got a guy in here that was here a minute ago said he has cerebral palsy but doesn't let that stop him. He fights through that as well. You have a lot of high character fighters is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, that's how I try to coach them through it. And then as I'm coaching, be part of being a humble person and learning how to be have heart when you go in there. And if you can't have the heart to go through it when you're tired, maybe fighting's not for you. So the ones that still doing it, it's for them. Because they're going through it, they're making it. When they tired, they hurt, they don't show it, just keep going, and that's what they do, So, and they gather together as a team, and that's why they make it so much better for each other, That's why I love my team, and everybody's there for each other, I don't have to be there as a coach. I have other coaches that help out. The team helps each other out, and I'm telling you, we have some of the best Louisiana fighters right here in Houma, and I'll put them up against anybody, I'm telling you, we'll put on a fight.
So when you got a guy who is working super hard on something in the gym, trying to get better, and he finally gets into the cage and makes it happen. As a coach, that has to be just an unbelievable feeling, because I know I coach basketball. Whenever my kids finally do something for the first time in a game, it's a feeling of pride like no other. Whenever you see that happen as, you know, a coach in the corner, what's that feel like?
And it's exciting, you know, because you're nervous at the same time for them because I know they're nervous, you know. It's like their first time to get their feet wet, you know, and then just getting in there. Once, like we have Travis doing, he had his first fight a few months ago. He had fight of the night, puts on a good show. Everybody loved him. He picked up sponsors from that fight, you know. And to have him in there, excited to come in there, he respects the coaches. You know, he trusts us to get him in there and make sure he's ready. You know, like that's what they do. They trust the coaches, and when they ready, they get it. When it's time for them to get in there, they ready to go. So I'm excited for it. It's like it feels good to know that they happy and wanted to keep doing it after. You know, once you get your feet wet one time, and if you keep wanting to do it, fighting's for you. You know, sometimes for people it's not. You know, basically that's how it is. You know.
Very good. Wrapping up with Justin Verdin, just a couple days away from Cage Warrior Championships 14 in Houma. Justin, there are going to be a lot of people listening to this interview. If there's anybody that's driving in their car right now and thinking to themselves, man, maybe we want to go to these fights, but we're not quite sure, what would you tell them to convince them to go on out to the Evergreen Center on Saturday?
It's live fights. You can't. It's better than the UFC. It's live. You know, you got to be there. You know, we got pretty girls fighting. We got top fighters. Laney Doros, I would say he's the best 155 pound champion. Best. He'll beat anybody. And you know, he's been around the business for a long time, and he's still fighting as the main event. You want to come in your face.us. You can go online and get the tickets. Yeah, you call Extreme Fitness at 985-873-5722. Call them, get the tickets, and show up.